So I got this mug, and this is actually always my mood. It says barely awake. Me. All the time. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another video for you guys, and it has to do with graduating school. So if you all know, I've been saying this for like my past 10 videos or 20 that I was about to graduate, and now I'm graduated. I've been graduated for about a month now. I decided to make a video about my whole experience, about things that I wish I did more of when I was in university. So I don't really regret this per se, but I do wish that I participated more in these things and got some life experience and just, you know, did them. The first thing that I wish I did in university was volunteer. So in high school I used to volunteer a lot because I took an international baccalaureate program which required me to volunteer and have CAS hours. I don't even remember what the acronym stands for anymore, but we had to have CAS hours, and that forced me to volunteer a lot. I volunteered with the Red Cross at the time, and it was a really fun experience, which is very ironic because we did this thing where we were youth educators for younger girls, and we're talking about like bullying and harassment and how to navigate through those situations. And that for me made me practice like presentations before I actually went into university and ironically took drama. That for me was like a little stepping stone to be more confident in presenting things and just like talking to other people and having social skills and not developing social anxiety. I think volunteering is a good way to get out of your shell and just meet people and do things. I was reading this quote, and this quote has been with me for the past, I think, a month and a half, because I literally just found this quote, and it says, "You find yourself when you lose yourself in the service of others." And I just thought to myself, I was like, my mind was literally blown, because when I think about every single time where I've been like happy consistently or like happy doing something, it's either because I'm doing something I'm really passionate about or because I'm helping people, and I feel like those two for me always go hand in hand. And I really wish I did more volunteering in university, because I just feel like it would have been good for me to put myself out there and do more volunteering work, but at the same time just to grow as a person. But you know, it's never too late to go out and volunteer, so I will be trying to find opportunities for me to volunteer. The other thing that I wish I also did more of is joining clubs. So I feel like my social the social aspect of my university was missing, and I feel like that's something that I really missed out on because I didn't do too much social activities. I was more like book, but I really did wish that I joined clubs, because there were literally clubs for everything. Like there were clubs for being vegan, for being Christian, for being this, for being that, and I didn't even know about, like, I knew about them, but there was never a thing in my head where it was like, you should go do this. It would cross my mind, but I'd be like, oh, I'm so busy, I'm so tired. So I wish I didn't make too much excuses for myself, or just found the time and just went and joined these clubs, because I feel like it would have been such a good experience for me to just participate in school and be more productive in my life overall. Traveling. So traveling, this is such a huge thing that I really wish I did. So my school offers study abroad programs and exchange programs and things like that, and I really wished I did an exchange program or traveled. But in my humble defense, the reason that I never pursued, I feel like if you want to make excuses for something, you'll find ways to make excuses for it, and this is my excuse for not pursuing this whole travel abroad thing. One, it would have made me have an extra year or some extra months, which I really was not. Like, I was not spending one day over 4 years in that university. And then the second thing was also paying for it. So I think some programs paid some of it, but not all of it. I didn't want debt, so I was like, anything that's going to inconvenience my financial freedom, I will not participate in it. Even though some programs had like, they would pay some of it, but then you would have to pay accommodation. I just didn't want to be inconvenienced like that, because I don't have that money. But I do wish that I could afford to do the whole travel abroad thing or the whole exchange thing, because I would have loved to go somewhere like Europe or Mexico or just somewhere and just learn something new, interact with new cultures and people and food and experiences in general. So yeah, I guess that's that. School, I feel like sometimes, as much as I love school, I feel like school sometimes ruins intention because everything is so graded. Literally, like, you breathe, you're getting graded on breathing. So it kind of takes the fun out of learning new things as well. For me, that was language. Like, I really wish I spoke fluent French. I do speak a little French and I do understand a little French, but I don't speak French fluently. And I learned French from like grade 1 to grade 12 and I still don't speak it fluently. So I wish that I could have taken a French class in university and not be graded on it, or not have it affect my GPA because of some conjugation, and all of a sudden I can't like have a good GPA. So I guess these choices are choices that I made just based on my grades and my financial freedom. But you know, I can go take French now, or like live in Montreal or something so I can learn French. But I really did wish that I learned a new language. I do speak Yoruba and I speak English and I speak Pidgin, but I do wish like I spoke French. I feel like it would have given me an advantage in like a place of work, or just overall, like I just really want to speak French. Comment ça va? And then the last thing that I wish that I did in university that I didn't do a lot of, I wonder if my mom's watching this video, but I wish that I dated a little bit more in university. I feel like I was 18 when I went to university, and I was seeing this guy, and I didn't, okay, first of all guys, let me explain. This is gonna be such a nice story time about how naive I was going into university. So I thought high school is not for dating. University is where you go, you get like, you start dating in like your first year, and then at the end of university you get married. Like your fourth year is when you're like, okay, I'm ready to get married. Honestly, I'm 22 and I still don't think I'm ready to get married. Like, the idea sounds fun, but then the reality and then the work and compromise and just everything that goes into a marriage. I don't really know anything about marriages because I've never been married, but I also see people around me who have been married or who are married, and having to see like all those compromises they make for their significant other, which is probably easier because, you know, they're in love and stuff. But I don't know. For me, I really wished that I dated more people, because I was seeing this one guy like totally screwed me over, because in my little brain, my cute little 18-year-old brain, I thought we were gonna end up together and like get married. That didn't happen. And then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna rebound. Okay, also this is when Tinder first came out. So Tinder came out and my friends and I like downloaded it as a joke, and then they deleted it, but I didn't delete mine because I'm like, ha ha ha, this is so funny. And that's how I got myself into trouble. So I dated him, and then he screwed me over, and then he moved away to like somewhere else, and then I rebounded and then I dated someone else for like another 2 years, which was like a whole catastrophe. Like, it was just horrible, terrible, terrible, terrible. And then after that, so that's like 1, 2, and then so my first year I was dating someone, and then I think by like my second year ish, towards the end of the first year to my end of my second year or into my third year, I was dating somebody. That ended, and then I gave myself a couple months because I was like, you know what, this is also a lie, by the way. I thought I'll get over someone in like 1 month or like 3 months or something max. It took me a whole year and a half to like get over this person. But then I dated someone else in the midst of getting over that person, because I thought I was over the other person, but I wasn't. Sometimes it's just so hard to know because it's just too many emotions. So I dated that one person, and then it didn't work out, and I was like, and they moved away too, so I was like, oh, you know what, I don't think this dating thing is like working for me. But at the same time, when I was dating the 2 other people, like in my first year and my second year, they were one of those people who were like, I hate commitment, I'm never gonna commit. I was being committed to them, and they were just like dating other people and seeing other people. Honestly, the stupidest thing. Like, I don't know if I regret it, but it definitely has made me smarter now, that if I'm dating someone, like, I want someone who's gonna be serious with me. And if they're not gonna commit to me, or if they're gonna no, you're gonna have to go, boy. Like, we're not playing these games. That was pretty much it. So I was so committed to this dumbasses, and they were like fucking up my feelings and my emotions. But I wish I took the whole dating thing more like chilled and relaxed. But the other thing is, like, I wasn't raised to take dating so lax as people do in this generation. I feel like everyone's just so chill about. I wish I was a little bit more chill and very strong with my boundaries and not let my emotions cloud my judgment about people or my judgment about a relationship or a situationship. Ugh, that word makes me cringe so hard. Yeah, never again. I think that's pretty much all the things that I don't want to say regret not doing, but I guess regret not doing. I mean, I'm still 22 and I'm still young, and if I want to go learn French, all I have to do is move to somewhere that speaks French. And if I want to volunteer, I have to knock on a non-governmental organization and be like, hey, I want to volunteer for you. So I guess nothing's really lost. I can still do these things, but I just thought I would make this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you want me to make any more videos, you already know what to do. Comment down in the description box, like, share, subscribe, yada yada yada, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.